We survived a global pandemic. We did it. Yes. Straight into World War III. No commercial breaks. I just stopped my stress eating from the pandemic. Now I gotta stress eat this. Are you serious? My waistline will never recover. Still trying to fit into these jeans. Oof. Washing jeans, that's a bad day. Then I gotta sit in them for 6 hours, like willing them to, right? You ever do that? Just sit down and black out, and 6 hours later you're like, do they fit yet? Did it work? Just gotta hope. I learned a lot from COVID. I travel for a living, so I learned a lot. I learned that nobody was doing their jobs before, right? I stayed at hotels all the time. Now every hotel has a big sign that's like, because of COVID, we've changed our cleaning procedures. They're like, because of COVID, we're changing the sheets between guests. Like, because of COVID, we're wiping the toilets down. What were you doing before? What? Must be scared. I'm a curmudgeon. I know I might not look like it. I'm an old person, thank you. One unhappy person. I am. I don't like a lot of things. I'm a very old person at heart. I don't like technology. I don't like it. I have a phone because I have to. But there's one thing I don't like, and I know I'm probably sitting in front of a sea of them. I get it. I don't like the Apple Watch. I don't like it. Yeah, sorry, yeah. There's a couple people. There you go. Yeah, it's not the actual watch, right? It's just the people who wear them. Right? You know what I mean? Everybody who's wearing an Apple Watch, it's a huge production, right? You ever ask somebody wearing an Apple Watch what time it is? Come on. Right? My watch, the watch I wear, is a Casio I bought at Target 8 years ago for $16, right? Because I'm rich. I've never updated it. I've never charged it, right? ISIS uses their bomb, uses to make their bombs, so you know it's good. You know it's good when that kind of watch is causing trouble, right? But I like to treat it like it's an Apple Watch, right? When somebody asks me what time it is, I'm like, Casio, will you tell me what time it is if I look at you? How many steps have I taken today? Nobody cares? Perfect. Nobody cares. I was at a grocery store and a stranger, just a man, his watch beeped and he looked around like, what close my exercise rings? He's just looking to strangers like, please approve of me. Please. I don't know. I do have some technology. I have a Kindle because I travel and I like to read. So I read one book a year. I don't know why I bought it. I'm like, I can't be lugging all these books around. Like, I don't know why I got it. But my Kindle hurt my feelings the other day. I was reading, and apparently reading so slowly, and asking it to define so many words, that a screen popped up that said, just so you know, we have a reading helper for young readers and those learning English. I am a full-grown adult who has only ever spoken English. I was like, I can read my Kindles like not so fast. Right, the worst part is I had confirmation, right? Because that day, literally, okay, do you guys know that the word spaghetti has an H in it? Okay. Apparently I did not. Because that same day I go to the grocery store and I was in the pasta aisle and I was like, that box has a typo on it. Oh, they all do. My Kindle was right. It's a punch to the gut. I have a dad. I don't know why I said it like that. I'm like jealous. My dad's a big guy. My dad is 6'7". He's huge. He's this big dude. You can hear him coming a mile away. Like, that man has never been subtle his entire life, right? But he is also a Vietnam veteran, and he has used those skills against us. Right? One time when I was a teenager, I was taking the trash out in the backyard, and I put the trash in the trash can, I turn around, and he was right on top of me. I never heard him coming. And he just goes, I learned that in Nam. And then he just disappeared into the bushes. It's like, what happened? I have a grandma, too. I love my grandma very much. I'm very close to my grandma. I love her very much. She's amazing. She gives me hope. Like, I feel like I should take better care of myself, right? Like, I should care and do things. And I don't, because my grandmother, 88 years old, lives on her own. She's amazing, incredible, right? Still amazing. 10 years ago, she had a heart valve failure, right, 10 years ago, and they took a pig heart valve, they took it out of a pig, and they shoved it into my grandma. That was 10 years ago, and she's still kicking, right? So that gives me hope, right? Because medical technology is so amazing, right? And I did some research, and a pig costs $200. Right, so I don't have to stop eating McDonald's. I just have to have $200. And then I just walk into the emergency room carrying a pig like, hello. I have a problem and I have a solution. No, I don't have any insurance, but we can go halvesies on the bacon. It's pretty pricey now, so. You guys are butchers here, right? I do it. I should take care of myself. I don't have a lot of oomph in me, you know? Like, you ever see something where you just know someone's better than you, right? Like, people have stuff in them that you don't have. You know, like, I was watching this documentary. There was this man, and he was paralyzed from the waist down in an accident. Right? He's paralyzed, he's in a wheelchair. And he didn't walk. He went into the doctor's office. He went into the doctor's office. And he told the doctor, he said, I will walk in 1 year. He told the doctor that, and he did. I watched this whole documentary, this guy did it. He said it, and he walked in there a year later. I was like, I just don't think I have that in me, you know? Like, if a doctor told me today, if today a doctor was like, you will never walk again, I would just be like, finally. The nightmare of mobility is over. I'm throwing out my shoes. The doctor's like, you have a 50-50 chance. I'm like, don't you tell me what my body can do. I know my body. I don't know. I should try a little harder, because I have a son. I have a little boy. He's the light of my life. He's amazing. He's incredible. I know that sounded sarcastic for a second. And I'm married, so don't worry. He's going to heaven. I seemed worried for a moment. I have a beautiful little boy. It's amazing. I don't know what I'm doing as a mom. You know, you kind of have to figure it out. Like, my mom kind of tells me half information. So I never know what I'm doing. Like, she told me, she said, when you give him his first haircut, you have to save the hair. So my mom told me. But that's all she told me. So I didn't know what to do with it. So now, just in my dresser, in my underwear drawer, I just have a sandwich bag of human hair. It just looks like the trophy of a serial killer. Like, if I was ever investigated for a crime, the detectives would find it and be like, we have stumbled onto something much larger. And I can't, like, and my mom goes, she tells me, she goes, no, you're supposed to put a ribbon around it. And I was like, it is far too late for that. I can't just walk into a Joann Fabrics with this bag like, hello. I need a ribbon for this. Yes, it's human hair. Don't ask any questions. My son is adorable. He just started learning how to tell jokes, which is really cute. But he's 5, you know, so they're terrible. And he doesn't know you have to earn a laugh, right? You have to earn a laugh that you get. So this is how my son tells jokes. This is what he does. He'll tell you some terrible joke where he'll go like, what did the octopus say to the squid? And you go, what? And he goes, why did you ink me? And then he looks you dead in the eye and he goes, laugh! And he stares at you until you're like, ha ha ha, and then he goes, good! It's the worst thing you've ever seen. I try. It's hard. I'm not very good at comforting him because I'm a scaredy cat, right? Like, I'm afraid of the dark. I'm afraid of ghosts. I do not help. Like one night he's crying, he's screaming, he's in bed, and he's like, Mommy, there's a monster in my room, and I run in, I'm like, where? And I grab him like, you're the man of the house, go in front of me. Sometimes he sleeps at night, he's got his feet out of the covers, I'm like, that's how they get you. I'm like, you gotta keep your toesies inside. This is one of those little things like that I just think happens. This is one of my little beliefs. I think this is the conversation that happens between every 2 construction workers, right, that have ever built every single public restroom stall. Every public bathroom stall ever built, this is the conversation. Hey, these latches don't line up. That's okay. Just make the gap big enough that you can look in and look the person in the eye and know that someone's in there. Perfect solution. Laugh. Good.